Hey guys, in today's video, I'm gonna rank all the songs on Room for Squares by John Mayer. This is one of my favorite albums of all time. I would definitely put it in the top 10, maybe even my top 5 favorite albums. But I really related to this album when I was in like high school because it's a lot of the themes that we kind of all feel when we're in that younger age, you know, like kind of like wondering where we're going in life, like wondering if we're doing the right thing or not. But this album's really good, so I should probably get right into the ranking. The first song is No Such Thing. This has to be one of my favorites on the album. It's really that feeling of, you know, like going against what everyone says. You know, people want you to do this career, that career, whatever. This is about like going after what you want to do and not pleasing all those people and, you know, trying to find the fulfillment of your own choices. Whether you're young or old, I think you can relate to those lyrics, and the music that matches it is really good too. It's kind of an acoustic rock, soft rock, adult rock, whatever you want to call it. And I kind of love the bridge on this song because the chords sound like Rush. Rush is one of my favorite bands. I'm probably going to do some ranking videos on them in the future. Some people may not hear that kind of influence, but I can hear like in the chords, like how they sound like the chords on Hemispheres, if you're familiar with that album. Very similar suspended chords on the guitar, but let's not get too nerdy and into the semantics, you know. No Such Thing, yeah, one of my favorites. I'm gonna put it at like the third for right now, just because this album is really good and there may be better ones. I'm not exactly sure. No Such Thing may be the best at the end, we'll see. The next song is Why Georgia. This is another acoustic rock song in the same vein as No Such Thing. This one I probably do like better than No Such Thing. It's kind of that feeling like, am I living the correct purpose that I should, you know? This song has been very relatable when there have been like crossroads in my life and wondering, you know, am I living it right? John Mayer's situation was he was living in Georgia and he was wondering why he was living there, like if it was the right thing. So yeah, I'm gonna put it at number 2. That one may be the best. This is probably gonna change as we go, but who knows? My Stupid Mouth. This is a decent song. I really like this song a lot, but I think it's somewhere near the middle. I think a lot of people can relate to the lyrics just because it's like, how many times have you been in those situations where you've said something that you shouldn't have and kept your mouth shut and then you regret it later? I think everyone has experienced that at least once in their life. If you're like me, you've experienced that probably daily. The song also does something cool where there's a false ending. He says something like, I'm never gonna speak up again, and then the song like fake ends, and then he's like, wait, one more thing, and then he continues. And that's usually where our stupid mouth comes in, you know, because you have to say that one more thing just to get that one more thing, and then you're gonna regret it later. Let me know in the comments if you relate. Anyways, I'm gonna put this in the middle, somewhere around here for right now. That may change. I need to stop saying that because everything may change. The next song is Your Body is a Wonderland. Not a super huge fan of this one. The music's all right. I'm not a fan of the lyrics at all. I don't really endorse lyrics that are overly sexual in nature. It's just not what I believe in, you know, and I don't think we should be promoting that type of behavior, but a lot of people may like this song. It is one of the singles on the album, so it may be some people's favorites, so I'm gonna put it at the bottom here. That's probably not gonna change. The next song we have is Neon. A lot of people in the guitar community know this song because it's like a pretty hard song to play on guitar. There's just a lot of challenging licks and stuff. This is kind of John's other style that he's probably more well known for today. It's more like the blues, kind of jazzy rock. He kind of like went that direction more after this album. I'll admit this is actually my favorite album of his, and I'm kind of like disappointed that he went more bluesy. There's nothing wrong with blues, it's just I don't really care for that style. Still a good song, but yeah, near the bottom. I'll put it here for now. Next song is City Love. City Love is kind of in the similar nature. It's about falling in love in the city. I can't relate to that song at all because I've lived in northern Michigan, which is like country area all around. There's barely any big cities. I have to drive like an hour and a half to even get to a medium-sized city. I'm gonna put this song, I think it's below Neon. Okay, next we have 83. 83 is actually one of the better songs on the album in my opinion. It's about growing up and being very nostalgic for the time when you were a kid. I think 1983 is when John Mayer was 6, so he's talking kind of about that time in his life, and I just like it. This song is upbeat and it's kind of jammy. I really enjoy that. I think I like it better than My Stupid Mouth, so we'll put it there for right now. Next we have 3x5, which is like the aspect ratio for certain photos, if anyone puts out photos anymore. I think a lot of people keep them on their phones, but you probably should keep a physical backup just in case things go wrong. This song wasn't originally on the album. It came out later when they re-released the album. It's one of the better ones, I think. Better than like the blues stuff and all that. I would say put it probably like 2 above Neon. It has a really interesting tremolo sounding guitar, which was just an interesting guitar tone to add into this album, you know, to give the album variety. I like how a lot of these songs are acoustic, but then there's other songs that have barely any acoustic in them, just to keep that variety and the album interesting to listen from beginning to end. Next we have Love Song for No One. Really upbeat. It's about being like a hopeless romantic or whatever. I don't know if I really ever had that experience in my life, but I had some friends who were some like hopeless romantics. I don't know if they watch these videos, but they probably know who they are. Anyways, this song is better than 3x5. I would say it is worse than than My Stupid Mouth. So putting it right between those is a good spot. Back to You is one of John Mayer's best songs, I think. I think it was on the EP before this debut album as a different like demo version of the song, but they kind of hashed it out more in this and got the production sounding really good. This one just sounds like it takes you to a different place. I don't have any exes. I've only been with one woman my whole entire life, dating, married, and all. And I can't really relate to that aspect of the lyrics, but the music like really does it for me in the song. There's a certain atmosphere and sound to like the mixing and everything that really like absorbs me into this song, and like I can just feel his emotion in this one. And that's probably why I want to rate it up higher. It's probably not the best song on the album, but it goes somewhere near the top. I think I like it better than No Such Thing, so I'm gonna actually move No Such Thing down and then move Back to You right above that one. All right, The Great Indoors. Not a super huge fan of The Great Indoors. It's all right. It's kind of similar to some of the other songs on the album, though. I think I can relate to the fact that I want to stay indoors a lot. I'm very introverted, so I really like that alone time and time to just relax and, you know, let myself recharge. I can relate to that aspect of the song, but it's probably second to worst. Still a good song, but not the best. Next, we have Not Myself. This may be my favorite. I'm going to put Why Georgia actually at the top, because now that I think about it a lot, that song, I replay that over and over and over. I still listen to that song almost weekly, I would say. And I've been listening to this album since like 2015 or so, maybe 14. Like I said, it was like that senior year of high school. That's when I really was into this. So I'm going to put Why Georgia at the top and then Not Myself right below that. This song talks about how like sometimes we're not ourselves and sometimes we act out of our like true nature, you know, and just go crazy. I have anger issues, so sometimes I'm not myself in those situations. Sometimes I'm not myself in certain social interactions too. But besides lyrics, the music to this one is really good. It's more of a chill, like more acoustic, a little bit slower on the slower side, and just more of that more atmosphere. This one and Back to You have a similar atmosphere to me. Kind of like that they're both near the end. It kind of brings the album down, you know. The album kind of starts with some faster songs, but towards the end of the album, the BPM goes down and it just gets more chill, more emotional, which I can really appreciate that. Last, we have St. Patrick's Day. This is a hidden track. It's kind of a weird hidden track because it's actually a separate track on the album, so you don't have to wait for it or anything. You can just skip to the next song and it's there. I don't really see it as a hidden track. Maybe back in the day when it was first released, people thought like it was hidden, but I'm not exactly sure on that. This song is like very different. It almost reminds me of the song Daughters by John Mayer, which I think is on the next album. It's kind of dancey. I would almost say waltzy. I'm not sure if the song's in 6/8 or not, but it kind of like has that slow dancing feel. It's another song where John talks about his relationship issues. I can't really relate to those type of songs, but I can appreciate that he puts his heart out there and is vulnerable in those moments. It's better than Neon. Yeah, that's a good spot to put it. So here's my overall listing here. Please let me know in the comments what your ranking of these songs would be, or just let me know your favorite or least favorite song on the album. And in the next video, I'm gonna probably rank a Rush album, maybe like Permanent Waves or something, because that's one of my favorite albums by them. But until I release that, make sure you check out my previous video where I ranked all the songs on Ocean Eyes by Owl City, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you. Bye.